Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love. Welcome back to my channel where love is the family you belong to and gratitude is the wealth we live by. What are you grateful for? I am grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being on my channel, for viewing, subscribing, liking, commenting, and donating. I absolutely love all of you. I was thinking about this channel this morning and my heart just swelled with love for all of you. I'm so grateful for this channel and we're building a community together, and I can't wait to see, where the direction of this channel goes. But I was given in my meditation this morning, I was given the Universal Love Oracle deck for the collective, and I saw this tree. And I knew, okay, I'm supposed to use the Universal Love Oracle deck. And I was also supposed to talk about the tree again, how you see the roots are firmly entrenched into the earth. That's our grounding, that's our stability, our security. Getting out and being in nature grounds us, secures us, keeps us stable. And then the tree also, it doesn't show the top of the tree, but it travels up and reaches up to the heavens. So it says that the tree is such a sacred um, thing because it touches the heavens, and it reaches down into the earth. So the heart in the center, it's a connection, it's a bridge between the heavens and the earth. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, I'm not reading that. It's just something that I've discovered over the years on my journey. And I love trees. Yeah, so just a little tidbit. I'm going to use this. I already shuffled the deck, and I'm going to go ahead and ask our ancestors, ascended masters, guides, angels, archangels, what is it that the collective needs to know for this day from the Universal Love deck? What is it that the collective needs to know? Oh, this is gonna be, you ready, guys? Oh my gosh. Wow. Some of you have been doing a lot of work. Wow. Okay, you ready? This is so phenomenal. I'm gonna back this up a little bit. I'm gonna move that out of the way first. Okay, the first card we got for the collective is, oh gosh, see if I can get this in there. Here, I'm gonna put this down. Is answered prayers. Isn't that a beautiful card? Answered prayers. So there is an answered prayer that is coming to you. And you know what I have found, that sometimes we get prayers answered and we don't even realize it until like way after the fact it hits us. Our angels, our guides let us know that hello, do you remember when you said, I'm grateful for my car and its reliability and its safety and its comfort, and then your battery goes dead and you have to go get a new battery. But in reality, it's a blessing. It's an answered prayer, because getting a new battery made my car even more, the lights brighter on it. It made it like really reliable in this cold weather that the Midwest has been having. So it turned out that it hit me later that, oh my God, that was such a huge answered prayer. It made my car more reliable and more safe. So that whole example is just how sometimes it hits us later. Um, Sometimes we don't always see the answered prayer, but just know that there are answered prayers coming to you. And the blue butterfly and oh God, the soul star. I see that as a soul star. I know it's the heart chakra too, but I feel like it's the heart and the soul star connecting together, and the blue of um, Archangel Michael, our ancestors, Archangel Michael, helping us on this journey, helping us remember who we are, that we are earth angels. And then the next card I got is Divine Guidance. You see the name down there? And this is just so beautiful. It's got the magenta energy. We talked about the universal harmony, bringing that energy from the soul star down into our earthly realm. So it's, oh my gosh, this is reminding me of the tree. And it's got trees. For those of you that are twin flames, it's got the two trees. And then the third energy is in the center, and the two souls. Wow. But anyway, the magenta energy coming down from the heavens into the earth and surrounding us with that universal harmony, connecting with that universal harmony energy, balancing out ourselves is really a blessing right now. So, divine guidance, there could be sitting still into meditation, or however, whatever you use to calm your mind. Some people like to drive, some people like to be secluded in, out in nature, whatever it is. Some people like to go on a walk, some people like to sit. I usually, out in nature gives me answers, but I also like to sit in solitude in meditation. So whatever way you connect. And then the next card we got is birth. Birth. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? Birthing new in our lives. And if you look, that just looks like the cosmic heart. And out of it is coming this beautiful bird. And I just see that as the Holy Spirit. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of divine presence in our lives right now. And yeah, I feel like it's our heart as one. It's that oneness of how we're all connected in this universe. And it's the birthing of that oneness in this world, where there's a lot of people that are waking up right now. And really, and it's the birthing of, the consciousness of the Holy Spirit, of the consciousness, the higher realms within our own heart. How beautiful. And then at the top, I see the three energies again, if you're a twin flame. Or you can look at that as Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Wow. Soul star chakra. And all the little healing symbols. So much healing is happening in the hearts of men right now. Wow. And then the last one we got is spiritual growth. I can't make this stuff up, you guys, okay? Wow. So she's emerging out of the magenta flower. I mean, this is what we talked about yesterday, the emerging, how we are all connected. But I mean, yesterday we talked about the soul star and how, coming home within ourselves is actually the pouring out of our magnificence into the world, our spiritual gifts. Each one of us has our own unique gifts, and it's the pouring out of those. As she's rising up, there's all this energy pouring off of her. And I feel like this is the coming out, the rising up of our true spiritual selves, out of the blossoms, out of the flower, and here we got we got the rebirth, we got the answered prayers, divine guidance, birth, and then here's spiritual growth, the birthing of our new selves, the birthing of our spiritual selves, the birthing of, some of you may be opening up to some of your spiritual gifts right now. Wow, this is a powerful reading. I'm just like riveting. I'm just like vibrating really high. Look, talking about this, but yeah, she is rising up. It's like her spiritual self is just rising up out of the magenta energy. and the energy from is just flowing from her. So opening up to your spiritual side um, and playing around with your intuition, different things that are happening with you. You may be more intuitive. You may um, recognize the magic around you easier. You may see things from a higher perspective. You may be able to detach from emotional situations. These are all things that are happening right now. So on that note, I'm going to the other cards, and this is so powerful for the collective, but the other cards that I want to go through is I was guided to use my crystallary cards, and it's also got a huge guidebook, and it's so powerful. I just love these. Okay, so I already pulled, because it takes a while to find the crystal in here. I already pulled 3. I asked, what is it that the collective needs to know? And so the first card that we got is, and this flows with the reading as well, Amber. It's important. Amber is important for you to wear today. What are you becoming? And that's exactly what the whole reading was about, how you're opening up, emerging from that magenta energy into your spirit. Your spiritual self is emerging. And the question that it asks under this in the book is, what were you like as a child? Did you like to sing or laugh? Did you collect shells, stones, or acorns? Ask yourself about your child self or teenage self, who you were, then. How do these past forms inform you of your present persona, and what do you hope to grow into? So this is reflecting, yeah. And then this is so powerful. The ancient Chinese believed that when a tiger died, his soul entered the earth and became amber. So the Chinese name for amber is soul of the tiger. Is that exciting or what? I was just like blown away by that. And then it says, what aspects of self that you want to, what aspects of yourself do you want to enshrine in care? So, what aspects do you want to really give love to? And I think the inner child is a wonderful way to start with that. Getting back to the things that you love to do, to as a child, to bring out your inner child in today's world is very, very important. Okay, the next one that I got for the collective is the Moonstone. These are beautiful cards. The Moonstone. And it says ebb and flow. Isn't that beautiful? And wow. I feel reading the card intuitively, looking at the card intuitively, I feel, it's got the phases of the moon. And this talks about how the moon is the power of the water. It's the flow of emotions, and it talks about how you can journal, your emotions throughout the moon phases. And I used to be very, very, good at just knowing. I knew I would have a cycle come through. I knew where I was in my mind, and I knew when I hit a certain phase of the moon, the dark moon, fears were going to come up. So I would prepare myself with having tools in place and use those tools to keep that subsided. And so you can learn about yourself through the moon cycles, and finding your own ebb and flow with the moon cycles and what you need for, as you enter the moon cycles. And it says, what in your life makes you feel fluid and flowing? What makes you feel crispy and dried up? So it's knowing what you need emotionally, in your body when we hit certain phases of the moon. to help us throughout the journey. I may do a whole series of video series on this book because I love it so much. Like do a crystal a day or something because I really love this book. The next crystal we got for the collective is lapis lazuli, and it says, "Step up to solve your sovereignty." Okay, it says to speak truth, you must first know truth. Think about how you currently react and respond to situations in your life. Does this way of being allow you to access your deepest truths and core values? Does it allow you to consult your higher self? How would you like to react and respond in the future? Okay, and then there's a little story about this. It says that when in the Renaissance times, that lapis lazuli was actually ground up into a powder, and it was for special occasions. It was reserved for painters and reserved for special occasions, and it was like depicted as the blue of the Virgin Mary's gown. Um, and that's why it's associated with self-sovereign and royal lineage of ancient kings and queens. It says it's a sign. It's a sign not only to be the outer world, but to ourselves of who we want to be. It's a sign not only to the outer world, but to ourselves of who we want to be, who you're striving to be. And I believe that by going within, by tapping into our personal power, we can alchemize into our sovereign selves. Yeah, it's finding your inner fortitude in to rise above things within the world. So and help with communication. So that is my reading for today. I loved it so much. I hope you enjoy it. I wish you so much love, so much peace, and so much joy. Namaste.